Hi, I'm Shafi Hossain. I'm on Mango Bay, hanging out with the sexiest brown comedians on the planet.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay. Mango.
Bay.
Welcome to Mango Bay.
What's up, Mango Bay? One-stop shop for South Asian recklessness. We are two best boys, Usama, Siddiquee.
Pranav, Behari.
And follow the patreon.com/MangoBay.
Please do.
We're going to buff it up in a way that's just going to be more. So come on
Also,
down.
you need to get onto that Mango Bay live show at New York Comedy Club. It's every last Wednesday of the month. Our
What's
first
up?
one, September 25th. Fucking be there.
It's going to be so hot.
It's
the
gonna
lineup's
be a
going to be
banger.
great.
We got Sahib Singh. We've got
Peter
Peter
Ravello.
Ravello.
We got us. We got Sabine Sadiq.
We got a special
guest.
mystery guest,
Little
too.
famous
Wonder
guest.
who it could be.
More famous than us.
Could be a good deal.
Could be
for
fun
ya.
as hell.
Yeah.
Just think, who are the only people that would be possibly secret guests on a Mango Bay show? It's one of them.
Yeah,
all right,
it's one of them.
We just bring in Emo Phillips, something like that. What? That was terrible. Today we have a good friend of mine. I like him a lot. Very funny guy.
A very funny dude,
Known
Shafi.
this guy for a long time. Shafi Hossain.
Thanks so
Shafi
much for
Hossain.
having me. It's an honor.
It's good to
I've
have
been
you,
thinking
Shafi.
about this show for a while now.
Well, you know what? I know because one of your aliases, online aliases, used to
Yeah.
constantly go into the Mango Bay comment section, say, "When are you going to have Shafi Hossain on?" And this is before
Dude,
you
it's me
had,
commenting
this
every
is before
time,
you had
yeah.
popped on social
Dude,
media
sure.
too.
Dude,
We
so
were like,
funny.
one of Shafi's relatives is out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
In
Get
Bangladesh.
Shafi in there,
Guys,
dude.
this is great, but wouldn't it be great if Shafi Hossain was
They
on?
just want me to like come here so you can ask me when I'm getting married. Like, is he seeing anyone? Like, what's
Speaking of
going on?
Shafi, when are you?
Bring her you.
You got a girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bengali?
No.
No, I met her. I met her, white girl.
Persian.
Oh, she's
Quarter Persian.
sure. Fine.
Nice.
Very
Fine.
nice.
Yeah.
I will say this: when I see her,
can I get
I
some
don't.
brown?
I don't get any Kingdom and Empire vibes.
Her dad's name is Muhammad.
Sure.
Yeah.
And her mom's name is
Yeah.
Carol.
It is.
She's very
How did
sweet.
you know Carol, dude?
I do
That's
because
sick.
everyone.
Yeah.
She's very sweet.
Yeah, she's
awesome.
the best. She's great.
Shafi has a special coming out.
I do have a special.
What
coming
day?
out. October 9th
October 9th, 2
Off
days after
2024.
Okay.
of 2024. I just wanted to make sure people know. Of 2024.
I mean, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna come out your first special.
First special, yeah.
it
Very
a
excited
YouTube
about
drop?
it. YouTube drop. On my
God, I
YouTube,
hate
yeah.
these YouTube drops, man. But it's
Yeah.
like this
It's
like business
tough.
now.
No one's.
Why do you hate them
How
so
much
much?
more free shit are we gonna give?
Sure.
How much more hard sweat and tears?
I know
Yeah.
everything. It's all exposure.
When
Everything
Louis
is
when
exposure
Louis
points.
C.K. the best comic in the world was like, my special's worth $5. It just ruined the entire market value
Sure.
of everyone else's special. And now it's free.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Damn!
there's a very distinct difference, right? He was operating in an era where industry was fully in control,
Yeah.
and he was taking the reins. And now we're in a more chaotic era where there is no real industry left.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now it's all algorithms that are controlling shit. So it's
Sure.
like it's just another side of that coin.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true, right? The algorithm is our agent, but it's like, can we get a payment plan?
But how would you suggest that though? Like, I mean, you can get Venmo, PayPal, and then YouTube will pay you a lot of money, given if it does well, obviously.
Listen, comedy is not a respected art form already,
Of
right?
course.
Yes.
Even the beginning,
Yes.
vaudeville,
Sure.
Catskills, it was already
Slapstick.
the thing you did
Sure.
after.
And the moment you put your shit out on YouTube, somebody
Yeah.
will watch it 10 minutes. They'll see one joke they like, and you know what they'll do? They'll go tell it to their friends as if it's their joke, and it'll become a street joke.
Yeah.
The IP is lost.
Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, the beginnings of stand-up, literally it was there so they could have something between blackface dances, you know?
Yeah.
That's stand-up beginning.
I mean, they did a lot
Vaudeville.
of blackface.
Right,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
between the blackface...
Minstrel
It's like
dances.
blackface, Jew face, then blackface.
Yeah.
pretty much.
exactly.
Sure.
Here's the thing. I'm just saying it's getting less and less respect. Like now it's like, hey, do a whole hour
But
for
at the
free,
same time, don't you
and
feel
be like
like-
a stripper, have like some tips at the end?
Don't you feel like at the same time it's like a boom of comedy? Everyone seems to like know what it is. There's like more and more people doing it. It is saturated,
100%.
right? But at the same time, like it seems like, you know, there's pros and cons to it. Like, yeah, there's no industry, so more people have a chance of putting their art form out there, and then maybe it's like like maybe the best ones will be found, but no one knows that for sure though. You know what I mean?
And people do find quality. They do find it.
Yeah.
But in general, dude, it's like.
But you are slave to the algo for sure.
Yeah. And you know what's so crazy? It's like in TikTok, it's even worse. Like you have to do the most specific.
Sure. I mean, it just got worse and worse over time. Like they're like, oh, we already have enough people now. Let's just make it harder because they don't like stand up on TikTok anymore. That's what I hear. They're like, do anything but this.
Bro, I have to literally put on a turban and start dancing.
Yeah.
And then they'll reward me with $1 million.
Or get like breast implants.
Dude,
whatever you need.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like
Dude,
imagine you with breast implants, dude. You'd go viral so quick.
Dude.
Oh, I've imagined that quite a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a few times.
Yeah, boy.
There's someone on TikTok that I follow has 4 tits.
No way. Back boobs?
Yeah.
Total Recall style.
No, straight up 4 tits. Like it's like she made it. Like I think she's a fan of that movie or something like that.
Oh my
She
God.
just surgically implanted 4 tits.
Okay.
And she's famous.
I cannot wait to see this documentary.
This is a serious documentary.
Yeah. And that's when I realized I need to get 2 more
Ken
tits.
Burns,
Yeah.
4 tits.
I'm
Michael
addicted
Moore.
to tits. She just gets tits all over her body.
Yeah. Everywhere
tit
there's a
coming out of her
pimple.
forehead.
Yeah, there's a tit coming out.
She's the new Borden cow. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Shafi's so funny because I remember you were in Albany when you first started out,
We have
right?
a very, very funny start to our friendship.
This guy would message me once a year with no reply for 4 years. I didn't know who this guy was. He seemed like a.
So can I tell you the
he seemed
story
like
of
a
I
this?
want to hear Shafi tell it. Yeah.
Can I tell? So I started comedy like maybe mid 2017, and in Albany it's like a small scene, 3 mics a week maybe, you know. And you're just like traveling to like Boston for wherever you can for 5 minutes, and then I remember like I was following because at the time I thought that Boston Comedy Fest was a big fest because I was like reading up on it, and then I think you performed there with Pedro Gonzalez, I think, at the same time.
Yes.
And I was like looking, I was like, and you know, like Albany, I was the only brown comic.
Yeah.
So it's like just like finding anyone that you can relate to is like a huge deal. So I saw a post that they tagged him. I was like, oh my God, this is like another Bengali dude. I was like so joyous.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have to message him.
Yes.
And then I was like telling him like how, and I looked at, like, he had like a few videos up already. And I thought he was so funny. I was like, oh, I should like send him a note. Obviously at the time I had like no manners.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really understand like the gravity of what you're doing till you actually like become on the other side. Like now I will get mad. I'm like, I'm not gonna respond to it. You know what I mean? But at the time I was like a baby. I was like, oh, this is like he'll probably like respond to me and we'll become best friends. You know?
So what kinds of things were you messaging him?
I don't even
Send
remember,
bobs,
but he knows.
bro.
He
Send
probably-
Bob. He was like first it was Send Bobs, I think.
Send bobs.
No, I was kidding. But it was like. It wasn't even that weird. I didn't even realize, bro. It was like, the delusive messages, right? Sure. And I looked back and I realized there were 4 or 5 over years.
Yes.
It was like March 2017.
Sure.
Hey man, good stuff, yeah.
Hey, go into the DMs and see.
Let me see if I find it. Yeah.
That's and I remember like he was probably doing a show. Didn't he run a show like called Buckets or something? Like basketball
Easy
team.
Buckets. I remember that show.
Oh my God.
Okay, okay. So I remember because I was like, I did like industry room at some point in Broadway, like the Bringer show.
God, horrible.
And they would give me like 5-minute sets on Tuesday nights, and I would drive 3 hours to do them.
Yes.
And I remember Usama had his show, like, because I followed him on Facebook, and we were like Facebook friends.
Yeah.
Obviously, he hated me.
No, I didn't.
He didn't know my existence. You know what I mean?
This is Shafi's issue back in 2017, man. I think you just knew English less or something.
Sure.
So it's Usama, just found you on BCF, period.
Yeah.
Great stuff, period. Saw your set on YouTube, period. We'd like to chat sometime when you're available, period.
Oh, wow.
Let me know, period. Hey, it's just too many periods.
Yeah.
No, and then just
No
shut.
exclamation.
No, nothing.
No sign of like
Nothing.
deference or
Just
respect.
writing.
And then enter Shafi.
Stream of
Dude,
consciousness.
it's just so Bengali.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, sup, bud? Yeah, have some time. And thanks. And I was like,
you
throw
were
a
so
phone in the
chill,
ocean.
and I was like so profound. I'm like trying to be LinkedIn, and you're like Instagram. You're like, that's the interaction we're having. You're like, just relax, dude.
It was like, let's get coffee, period.
Yeah.
It was intense, but it was like, I didn't know you. I just didn't know you.
Of
And
course.
then
It's
I met
creepy.
you, and it was goofy stuff. Then you came to New York, and I feel like I saw you immediately.
Sure.
You started a show with Jake Velasquez.
Yeah. That's my boy Jake.
What a goofy ass combo.
That is a goofy, like randomly, just like serendipitous. So you just fell into each
It's
other's
just like
lap.
this
and
buff Bengali and like this Puerto Rican midget
Yeah.
join forces.
I think I did that show once. Was it at that place in Bushwick?
we had a few times.
Yeah.
We had, it was like we ran like different venues, and it was fun. It was fun in the pandemic because there was like not a lot going on, and that kind of helped for sure. Like just getting some reps in. when nothing was going on. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
fun
yeah.
to do.
I
Yeah.
feel like you're pretty well respected now, and the scene people know you. I mean, back then, starting out, 2017,
Sure.
super brown guy,
Yeah.
not American.
Oh,
you know?
for sure.
Were you getting some fucking flack, some fucking like lack of respect,
I mean-
people being like, this guy's lame, loser?
Sure.
Type of,
No, but it's like, you know, we like I'm very like analytical when it comes to like anything I do. So it's like, and also Albany is such a small scene, like 30 comics. It's really easy to get big or like be the main person really quick. So I like started like hosting at the Funny Bones and stuff like that. So like I have like friends, like, you know, like how you start comedy and you find your group of people. I found that in Albany, right? Like I'm still friends with them. But it's like looking back, like you see my comedy, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of hack material that I did because I didn't know any better because I didn't see a lot more comedy.
Right.
So I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going for the easiest jokes. But at the time I thought they're original. But like if I look back now, I'm like, oh, those are like all done already.
Sure,
you
sure.
know? But it's like also you're doing in a smaller scene. So those people are not comedy savvy. So they see you, they're like, oh, this is funny. So they put you up, but then you like, you know, you like introspectively are like, oh, that was not good comedy at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah.
But it gave me enough confidence to keep doing it, if that makes sense.
For sure.
I needed that
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
point,
yeah.
not to quit.
yeah, dude, we're all bad
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
So it
saying?
was like, I have like, I taped my first open mic. I still have it. It's like cringeworthy.
I still have mine too.
Yeah,
I
it's
still
like
have mine
insane.
Too. Yeah,
Dude.
it's from the comic strip.
Fuck.
And you would go there, and this is my first open
yeah.
mic. It was you had to pay $14.
Oh my
Yeah, I remember
God.
You had to
this.
pay $14.
Whoa.
Gladys,
Sure.
I love that little midget, but
Yeah.
that
Jake's mom.
little Hebrew dwarf Gladys Simon, who I do love. I have a lot of affection for her, and I didn't know any better either.
Sure.
And I started in like 2016.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is amazing. I'm doing comedy.
Sure.
And they'll give you a DVD of your
Oh,
sets. And
wow.
that's
have
what
a
you get for the
DVD
$14. I have a
That
DVD
should
of it.
be like auction at a Mango Bay show.
It should be.
That
Yeah.
should be
I have to
auction.
watch it.
Whoa!
Just say that, give it to the best highest bidder.
Dude,
Yeah,
I will buy it. I will buy it for $1,000.
You should put that on like a
I don't know if I still have
connection.
it's in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
might have like in my last purge session be like, I'm getting rid of this.
Well,
Remake it.
mine was like more random, like, you know, mics there, like free mics
Yeah.
in Albany, and it's like I didn't even know that you could do stand up as a concept. I had no idea. I was just like walking on Broadway in Saratoga where I lived after my day job, and they're like barking people and they're like open mic night, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And this guy was like, you gotta come see it. You know, I was like, okay. I have free time. I was like at a coffee shop just like doing my work.
Yeah.
So I went in and I was like, oh, people can just go up.
Dude, it is.
People can just go up.
It,
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
And I
is
signed
beautiful
up the
and
next
sad.
week.
at the
I mean,
same
that
time.
is the thing about that's why comedy is in many ways the lowest of all the art
sure.
forms
Yeah.
because there is no barrier to entry.
No barrier to entry.
There's zero barrier
Zero.
to entry. You
Like
need
negative
nothing.
barrier.
There's negative barrier.
barrier.
You
Actually,
could literally stab somebody to death,
Yeah.
and on the way home,
Yeah.
do a mic.
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah,
That is
And
that's
people
a
have done
level
that.
of open
I
mic.
spent
A lot
one
of
time
people have done
when
that.
I first moved to New York. I spent like 36 hours in jail once on like a dumb weed offense or
Yeah.
whatever. It was central booking, and I remember after doing my first open mic and first starting comedy in New York, I was like, this reminds me of that.
Oh yeah.
You have all kinds of people, and they're fat, short, tall, black, white. Somebody who's on heroin in the back. Somebody who's barfing in a corner. Just like the same demographic as you find in central booking in jail.
But then they look
Yeah.
at the guy's barfing. It's like that guy's a legend, man.
I know.
He's vomit Vince, man. He's incredible. like that guy's fully vomiting. No, you don't get it. But between vomits,
It's
the guy's a
conceptual,
star.
man.
Yeah.
Conceptual.
you
It's
don't get it.
abstract
He kills
art.
in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Dada, bro.
It
It's
literally kills
Dadaism.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing a special at the Bell House, man.
2 shows.
Two
This
shows.
guy's
Sold
crazy,
out.
dude.
7:30 and 9:30.
Yeah.
Please come.
He's Gallagher, but for vomit.
He
Yeah.
teaches
Yeah.
a class at Brooklyn Comedy Collective.
Yeah. He opens for Chappelle, man. This
Yeah.
guy's incredible. Yeah, I feel like that is the thing. It's like you start at the lowest possible rung.
Sure.
Everyone's got their lowest rung.
Yeah.
Mine was Dallas, Hyenas Comedy
Oh,
Club.
yeah.
Dude, I was just so scared. I was just so scared of these people. 'Cause
Sure.
you never, when you're a kid growing up in school, you don't see the guy who smokes and drinks at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, who has like all this like darkness to him.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, you see all the fucking darkness in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then you lose the darkness as you get higher in the game. The darkness is more
Then
among
you
your
become
peers.
the
Then you
darkness.
become the
But
darkness.
you're already like a performance artist, like you're like beatboxer, right? And you like dance, like you have videos of you on your YouTube channel
I
where you're
know.
dancing and stuff. Like you should take those down.
I really should. I really should. Dude.
Yeah, once you blow up, people are gonna watch that. They're like, "What the hell is this?"
Dude, one time a girl saw those dancing videos and she like canceled a date in LA. She was like, I can't hang out with this fucking guy. One of them is
but it's goofy though. It like shows like your like childlike innocence.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it comes
agree.
through
It was
really,
really sweet.
It's literally on my main
It's like a video
Usama.
of you in like
Usama
a,
videos.
in like a furry outfit or something.
I'm like, you're a stand-up
I
comic.
know.
He's like, I have videos on Chocolate Sunday. I'm like, okay, maybe put that on your side.
Dude, if you go to my actual page on YouTube, I mean, it's me dancing naked,
trying to do a prank.
monkey noises.
You have like a I'm going to Bangladesh video.
You've seen this?
Yeah. Dude, I told you, I've seen everything you have online. I might be your biggest fan.
That's how analytical he is. He's watching your dance videos from college.
Shafi is an observer.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen him one time. He saw me do comedy. Next day, I saw his set. He was like, he had the eye missing, and I'm like, why'd you add the eye, bro? You don't have to be that much of a fan. Okay.
I just become Usama.
What's up, dude? What's up?
Sa, dude. A
lot of people do that.
I didn't say Sa, dude, before 2017. Now I do.
Yeah.
You become someone after you watch them so much.
Anytime someone says sup, dude, I'm like, fucking pay me, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking pay me. But now you're like not in the same place as you were in Albany, bro. You're fucking, everyone knows you.
Everyone
I
does.
feel like you were opening for a lot of comics, dude. People.
Yeah, that helped a lot. Like having like one mentor, I feel like in comedy is like huge.
Yeah.
I guess
People have been very kind.
I never had that, dude. I feel like the one I had, Akash, ended up hating me because I was too fun at his wedding.
Sure. Oh, really? You like tried to?
I literally tried to dance hard.
Yeah.
You probably grinded up on his wife,
Dude, maybe
on his
I
bride
fucked
or
his wife.
something.
Maybe I did.
You know.
But then
But Akash and you probably see each other a lot at New York Comedy Club, right?
I know. I see him now a little bit, but I think the
Do you
guy.
guys talk still or not?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Say
all
hi.
good now. It's all good.
Yeah.
But he does this thing now where he does on Flagrant where he's like, every conversation I say I love you now in case the person dies.
Yeah.
But the conversation before is not something that's very loving.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, yeah, dude, I'm going up in a second. Love you. And I'm like, I didn't. Okay, thanks.
Oh, he says I love you.
Says I love you
to everyone now.
At the end of the conversation.
Oh wow.
But it's like it doesn't really fit all the time because it's not necessarily a loving.
Yeah, but then if you're giving it away, do you feel it all the time?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
But I guess it's like good anyway, regardless.
No, but what I'm saying is that was my mentor. I think when I came in.
Yeah.
But I guess I never really went on the road with some bigger comic. I don't know.
I mean, that's definitely the thing I've been searching for is I want someone to take me on the road who is bigger because I know that's actually really the key.
Sure,
for so
100%.
many comics I know.
Right.
Yeah,
you know?
because it's usually like comics telling you about other shit more than like there's no industry now, just comics are the industry.
Yeah.
So like they will get you shit like this. Me, I'm like doing this pod.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys are the industry. You
I
know
guess,
what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
yeah.
just
And
having
you, the listeners, are the industry.
Yes.
Subscribe to our Patreon, motherfuckers.
100%.
The industry is just who you're around.
Yeah.
That's the industry, dude.
Yeah.
I really don't think anything's left at the industry, bro. It's like
I don't think there is either.
I mean, like if you just look at like late night sets, like it gets like 20,000
who
views.
gives a fuck?
Yeah, no one
Who
cares.
gives a rat's ass about
It's-
anything late night anymore?
It's like direct consumer now.
dude, nobody even says congrats anymore on the comment
Yeah.
section.
Yeah.
It's over. The whole life is over.
100%.
But you're in the audience that don't tell. They're like coming up.
Right.
Someone's coming up in the world.
Sure.
There's different carrots and sticks, and we're always the slowest guys to adopt anything. I don't know what it is. Comics are just so. We just love the little dingy basements, you know, with little vomit vents.
there's a show. I'm Dying Up Here. It's about stand up in this, like LA
in the 70s,
Yeah. So there was this line that I'll never forget. Like, I think Judy Gold had this line. I think she was like,
"Pussy's delicious."
yeah, that, and then she followed up with, she followed up with like stand up. Like that moment, no one can ever take that away from you.
Oh yeah,
like that feeling that you have with the audience. That's like
exactly
the most
right.
pure.
I mean, that's the every
thing
time
that there is to it.
I get anxious about. Oh, I need more things. Why aren't I getting booked as much as
Yeah.
here or there, or whatever? I always have to come back to that sentiment of like that's why I
100%.
like doing this. You
Just
know?
sharing one new thought that you have and it being relatable. You're like, oh, this is the best.
Not
There's nothing
relatable. If
better.
it kills.
Yeah.
If you're like
For you, it kills. For
And
me,
it
I'm like,
has
just relate to this,
Yeah.
please.
someone nod to my direction,
Please see my humanity.
yeah.
Well, I like that one.
I don't think anyone is more obsessed I have ever met who's more kill obsessed than you.
Oh yeah,
You love to kill.
Yeah. I have to.
I think I've seen you bomb once, and it was like a 5-person audience, and I've seen.
I got angry.
I think I've never seen you angry in my life.
Yeah, get angry.
You're like flipping the crowd off. I don't think I've
Did
ever
you really
seen that.
do that?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
It was the funniest thing.
We were dying in the fucking show, by the way.
It was
What, you're back in the. What was the show called?
It was in Penthouse.
Penthouse Comedy. Yeah, this thing called Penthouse Comedy.
Yeah.
Where it'd be great shows, but then also the Monday show would have negative.
At times it's just like bad.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think it was like a 5-person show at Eastville, and dude, like I was just like.
It was tough. It was tough. It was like 11. You went up at 11 p.m. too. It was like people are tired.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I also think that the Atlantic Barclays area can get a little gnarly.
That's a tough area.
That's a tough area.
There's not really that.
Oh yeah, that's where I did Penthouse Comedy. I did it at Eastville, and then I did it at some Ethiopian place in Bushwick.
Sure. Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Cafe Erzuli. Did you used to do it there?
Yes.
That was a fun show though, and actually the one at Eastville was fun as well.
Yeah.
Cafe Erzuli was fun. I remember doing that one.
Yeah.
The outside back area.
Sure.
But this show, dude, something about Eastville when you're bombing, it's like a cavernous.
100%.
The bomb echoes there.
Yeah.
So you're
The bomb
bombing
echoes
3
there.
bombs for the price of 1,
Right.
and so I
It
think
reverberates throughout history.
And it's like all metal chairs. Like it just like reflects back to you so quick. You're like, God. No one observes it. You know what I mean?
it's like a
Just,
Hollywood
in your
soundstage or
face.
something.
Yeah. It's like brutal.
Dude,
It's really bad.
It is. And I think some white girl was just being herself or something, and I was just like, "You fucking should get stabbed" or something. Dude, it was like, you would have been happy. You'd been like,
Yeah.
"I like that."
Yeah, that was really
Because it's
Usama
a-
coming out of his character. I've
Yeah.
never seen him be unkind ever in my life. That was like the most pure Usama.
Who I really am.
Yeah.
I have since not needed to kill as much because now I realized that like when I started headlining that it's like I need to put a lot of new stuff out there and just be someone very proactive about making new bits.
Yeah.
Because if I write one new line every month, I'm just gonna fucking drown and I'm not gonna be able to headline.
Yeah.
In a couple of years.
Sure.
So
So you have to go back to the same cities.
You have to, right?
You know
So
what I
now
mean?
I've been a little less like in that, but
Yeah.
I mean, y'all know it's very like.
Yeah.
It also, that's something I thought about recently. You said, you were like, I'm a very rhythmic person, but it's very true. The rhythm of the kill is something I just love, like the da da ba,
Sure.
and you're just like a vizier of like fucking energy,
Yeah.
just like transmuting.
Yeah,
them
just swimming
at you.
in it.
It is beautiful. It is the most beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It is the ultimate game.
But yeah, you both of you should, I feel like, tape a special and like just put it on like some version of
I am
that on
putting
Mango
together an
Pay.
hour now.
Yeah.
I mean, I just have so many fucking
I mean, you have
jokes.
so many bits.
Yeah, I have a lot
I
of
feel like every
bits.
time I've seen you, you have like entire new
Some new bits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I have a lot of new bits. It's just, I don't know. For me, I have a lot of social media, like this thing. Like, I can't seem to pop on social media.
Sure.
Usama and my nephew had a minor intervention. They're like, just post a clip once a week.
Yeah.
I've been doing that. It's doing nothing for me.
Sure.
It's doing nothing for me.
No,
Yeah.
but listen. Shafi was doing clips for nothing for a while.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, it's also random.
Dude,
You
it is.
cannot really be like, that's probably a good advice.
then you
Putting
blew up.
once. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's like, I did that for so long, and then it's just like all random. Like, it's just
Yeah.
like you never know when the algo will pick you
Bro,
up.
Yeah.
Shafi is the poster child for not getting anything for a while.
Yeah,
I remember 2
100%.
years, bro. You were
Sure.
just posting
Yeah.
tiny cupboard, like, hello,
Yeah.
everybody, right?
Yeah.
And then I asked this guy to get coffee with me. He let me on it. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah, it was very
bro,
serendipitous.
now,
Well, I am determined. That's why I'm only
Yeah.
doing one a week.
Yes,
Because
yes.
like
you
I
want to be sustainable. 100%.
I'm just gonna do one a week, and I don't even care. I don't even
Yes.
look now actually
Sure.
at the
Yes.
numbers.
That's
so I'm
the
just
best
like,
way to do it.
Whatever happens
Yes.
with it.
Yeah.
But you're right. I have a ton of jokes, and it's frustrating
Yeah.
to be like, wow. I am a loser. You know?
But at the same time, at times, like the
Yeah.
best jokes won't do anything because people don't find it relatable.
I know.
But when they're
Joe,
live
let it
seeing
45.
it,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh my god, that was great."
I know.
But
And
that's
that
the
is
thing.
one
That's
thing
the
as well.
that's the dichotomy of it all.
I
It's
know.
just like the
It-
best joke might not do the best.
I know.
dude, you're at a point now where an auntie came to me after a show. She's like, "You're not Shafi."
What?
I was
Shut
very
the
dirty. I
fuck
was
up.
very dirty. She's like, "You're crazy."
That's
People
so
like Shafi.
funny, dude.
And there was one clip where he was a little dirty, and some
Yeah.
auntie was like, "I don't like this one." I said, "Shut up, sir."
I saw that.
Because I was like,
you got
I'm like, don't, because your fans are gonna be my fans. Eventually, we're gonna be on the same tours.
Sure.
I need to make sure that I'm priming your fans
Yeah.
for the dirt that's gonna come their way when I open for you.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. So
right.
that comment probably got like tons of likes. I saw that.
I
Everyone's
had
like
someone
liking
like, "Shut up,
Usama.
auntie."
Yeah.
Dude, because I need you to be dirty so I can stay in the same ecosystem.
It wasn't even like it wasn't even graphic. I just said like the biological term vagina, and they're like, "This is crass." I'm like, okay. It was like trying to. It was like literally. It was literally an example analogy that I was creating between India and Bangladesh on a map.
Yeah.
And they're like, "This is not." Some people don't get comedy though. That's the thing. Like
Yeah,
you can
that's
never.
true.
I never comment back to anything. I'm like, I'm not touching this.
If
crazy.
a woman's IG has the word Shadamin in it,
Yeah.
I fucking don't even.
Shadamin.
I don't reply.
Yeah,
Shadamins don't know comedy.
Sure.
I hate them.
Yeah,
they're not
But
Shadamin.
they have like sweet. They're like I was just in Austin, and there was like a generation, like 3 generations of people that came.
Yeah.
Mother with the hijab, a 50-year-old mother, her son, 25-year-old rapper.
Yeah.
They all came out. Like the dad came out, just came from Bangladesh and took them to the show. It was like insane. And,
Well,
like,
I remember one time he had to do an hour at the Tiny Cupboard.
Yeah.
And this is a few years ago. And you remember when they used to just have the church pews
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of just the chairs?
Sure.
Yeah.
There was one entire row, which was just one Bangladeshi family.
Yeah.
Just all the ghosts from Pac-Man in the fucking full burqas. Not hijab, full burqas.
Sure.
Grandmothers in descending order of age.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like 2 of their retarded sons,
Oh
right?
my God.
And the minute he said something, he didn't even say one of his own jokes. He riffed on a joke that Peter made about bestiality. And he's like, come on, you talking about fucking? And then, but before he could get to the ing on fucking, this whole family
They
just
left.
filed out. Yeah.
Oh my
Pac-Man
God.
out.
That's
It
tough.
was so bad.
That's
dude.
tough.
But the show was great.
Sure.
And if they stayed, it would be horrific.
Yeah.
Because the moment the door closed, I was like, butt stuff, you know?
Yeah, but at times it's the thing, like the intention, they have the good intentions and they want to support, which that's what I've realized. Brown people like very supportive, especially when they don't see like like
Yes.
us on whatever.
They're
come
like,
out.
I thought you were going to be reciting surahs today.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going to be saying butt stuff.
Why is Ayatul Kursi when
Yeah,
you need it?
where's Fatima? Dude, it's crazy. And that auntie had the hijab where it's like there's folds in the, you know what I'm talking about? The one where it's like locked in.
Yeah.
Freeze
With
dried.
a clip.
Vacuumed
Yeah.
out, you know, not a sin to be
Nothing
get in
goes
there.
in, nothing goes out.
Nothing goes in,
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
goes out. You best believe.
Yeah.
You know, and then 3 of the most young kids
Sure.
on earth, 3
Yeah.
ultrasounds that
Yeah.
are moving.
But that's the funniest part about that is like they will never watch your comedy again.
Good.
That's so funny.
But they're not going to watch anyone's comedy again.
know, but that's the
it's not like
fun-
they're going to
like, I
stop
have-
watching him and go watch Jeff Asmus. You know what I
No,
mean?
that's a beauty. Like I'll have like people like that will comment.
Yeah.
They'll never come. They're like unfollow. I'm
Yeah.
like okay.
Well, they just left because of the quality of the bestiality riff. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
it
this is
was
not
too
good.
good.
It's not.
Too good
This
to
guy's
grasp.
clearly never fucked the goat.
I never really
You know?
be about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Write what you know.
Yeah.
This guy's clearly never.
This is stolen valor. I know, as a goat fucker.
Oh my god, bro! But you know that's the idea. It's like if you have integrity,
Sure.
ideally you should be like culling your fans slowly. That guy leaves. It's like cutting up some brie. Like I lost.
I mean, that's
I lost them.
the
I lost
beauty-
them. Good.
The beauty of that is that exactly that you will eventually come to a place where it's like the equilibrium sets on its own, where it's like you'll only get the purest of who actually likes you and not just the content.
It's gonna be eventually 33-year-old Indian men.
Yeah.
Who just the entire show.
Sure,
Man,
sure.
man, you're a fucking
You're the
amazing
best.
guy.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
you're the craziest guy.
Sure.
Ideally, I want everyone to just enjoy.
Everyone to enjoy.
You know, I want some
The
crazy.
comedy.
I've had some crazy actors at my show. Like,
Sure.
I love how you don't hold back.
Yeah.
And then they're one, right?
Sure. I mean, there's
You know?
like a big, like, I would say like such a diaspora of like coolest people, like people are doing, every like all the drugs in the world, and I feel like that's what you want. Like every kinds of people just coming to your show and enjoying it.
The people that I can't crack are 20-something white women. That's like my kryptonite as a comedian.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
see them in the front row, I'm like,
Maybe you should just do what Usama does: ask for the number and
I-
exchange it, and then put it on IG.
That always.
yeah,
That got me in
that-
trouble
that-
like 10 times.
That helps.
You know, one time apparently Lucy Pohl, love her.
Yeah.
But after a show where I did that,
Yeah.
she like had like a blanket for that girl and some
What?
coffee. Like, do you feel safe?
No.
That this man
she
hit
had
her?
to have been joking.
No, it was
So-
for real. And I was
No
like,
way.
Lucy, wow.
That's crazy.
Why not say her actual name? But still, whatever.
Yeah.
It was so fucking annoying. She's like, "Are you safe? Was that okay?" that this man publicly,
Ask for your number. Yeah.
Do you want to file a report?
Yeah.
Fucking dude, the idea of like taking away all this agency for women. Like, swear to God.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I said give it or else.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. It's like there was an era, I think 2021, 2023, where people were like, if you were getting a little too fresh, they would fucking try to, you know.
Yeah, but it's like
Cancel
you don't want to police anyone. Like you said, like they have agency. If they didn't want to give their number to you, they could just say no.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, Lucy, I love you.
Yeah, Lucy's great.
I just did her show in Caveat.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
I've done that show many times, but at Caveat I hadn't, and I have some conceived notions about Caveat, right?
Yeah.
It's a specific kind of venue.
Sure.
They were a surprisingly better audience for me than they were for the kind of more delicate comics who came before me, which I was fascinated by.
Yeah.
Because it was clearly like
maybe
a Democrat Party show, right?
Maybe that's what they wanted.
No, this was like an election show, right?
Wow.
Where it was like, we're talking election stuff, so everything's about hating Trump and da-da-da-da-da. And I wasn't very political in my set. I was very interested in this, though. But I got up and I did my really some gnarly material, being semi-racist and doing the accents and stuff. Yeah. And they fucking loved it.
Hell yeah.
They ate it up. It's hard to read an audience, consistently on any given night. You know, there's so many contingent factors.
There's also like a timing thing too. In Caveat, if you come out, they're like, no, lock up.
Yeah,
sure.
But if you know,
well, you know what? Get
in there a little bit.
I always have to do my name joke because it's like, look at what an alienated brown guy I am.
Yeah,
and
you gotta
then
win them over first, and then give them your real self.
Yeah.
Self-deprecation always works.
Oh, at the beginning, right? Especially if you're confident.
Yeah.
Then when you do one thing, it just opens their hearts a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'll come in sometimes hot, like without like any sort of like, no, fuck you, I'm the shit. What's up, dude? And immediately I get turned into like fucking, you know, the fucking villain in every 80s movie.
Yeah.
You know, let's go, Coney.
But that also depends on how warmed up the crowd is, too.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if you went up later in the show, maybe they're so... Eventually, your body knows bad comedy. Your body can feel it.
Yeah.
You know, you start becoming a comedy connoisseur in the show.
Yeah.
Because you just feel what's not funny.
Sure.
And then someone comes in that's like, actually, you're just like anything.
Yeah.
Fucking do
Just
ching chong for 20 minutes.
Sure.
Anything besides that.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I don't do ching chong. Okay. I do shui sure.
Shui hong
Shui sure.
That's on Patreon. All the way.
That's Wade Giles' translation of ching chong.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. It's the pinyin ching chong.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
What's Mango Bay's stance on Taiwan?
Oh, good. I'm glad you asked.
Has no one asked you guys this
No.
before?
Okay. I mean, we've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about it.
I'm for the destruction.
Oh God.
I mean, China is the future, so I'm anti-Taiwan, actually, at this point.
That's a good move. Buy stocks when it's low.
Taiwanese people in general, because they were democratic, are more fun in my experience in Plano, Texas.
Yeah.
They have moms who are like, just listen, I'm fun, mom. So my Taiwanese experience.
They're very Americanized via America.
Exactly. So they're very like Amy Poehler from Mean Girls, like, I'm just calling me Shua Shua.
Yeah.
Not that's Shui Shui is my mom, you know?
Call me Linda.
Call me Linda. But in China, dude, it's
We don't have to talk
dude.
about it.
No. I mean, like I have like many Taiwanese friends from Plano.
Sure.
And they all like hate. They're like they won't even eat fortune cookies.
Okay, what the fuck is up with Plano, guys? I want somebody from the audience to tell me, because every time any demographic comes up on the show, someone's like, "Listen, I had a ton of Kazaki horse trainer friends in Plano. I had a ton.
They have like a group of each.
Yeah. You
They're in the
know?
north.
It's
He's
a
like,
UN.
oh god, Yanomama tribesman, dude.
Yeah.
Back in Plano, went to school with like 30 Yanomami tribesmen.
My first girlfriend, Yabba Ding Dong.
They have the door of Narnia. You just open and it's just like a group. Whichever
Aslan
group you
lives
want.
there. Yeah.
What is up with Plano,
Plano
Texas?
got every demographic. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, Texas is so I didn't know this. Houston is like the most diverse city in the country.
I think you're right. Where
It's
are you
like
from,
insane.
Shafi? You're from
I'm
Bangladesh, right?
Yeah,
Where in
born and
Bangladesh?
raised Dhaka, the capital.
Dhaka.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have not traveled, right?
I've never been to Bangladesh.
Yeah.
No.
India though. You have
India,
been.
plenty of times.
Yeah.
Dhaka, bro. You're talking about like you born and bred in Bangladesh.
Yeah, born and bred. Grew up there.
Was it
Till I was 18.
You're like a little bookish boy.
Yeah, I did like a lot of sports, but a lot.
It's called cricket 19
Cricket,
times. Okay, yeah.
Played
Sports.
cricket every day.
Yeah, I'm sure you're playing multiple sports besides cricket. It's all
But
cricket.
I was like tall in Bangladesh. That's
Yeah.
why I was like shocked when I met you.
oh, dude.
Yeah, I was like, what is this?
When I walk by, you just do pointing and looking.
Yeah. So I played like a bit of basketball.
Yeah.
You got to play basketball to be cool. You know
my
what I mean? That was like the
gosh, yeah.
cool sport.
Yeah.
And then I did a lot of chess because my dad used to play chess.
Chess, dude. When I played basketball in Bangladesh, I was the oldest kid on the court.
Yeah.
So no matter what, Bangladeshi kids are so beautiful, so nice.
Yeah.
That no matter where I was, they would pass to me.
Yeah.
And so
Were you tall at
there
the
was
time?
like
The other team.
Dude, it's the other team. There were 35 turnovers per second.
You get all the rebounds.
All the
Then no one's
rebounds.
going
I
for
wasn't
it.
playing. They kept passing to me. I was
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Dude, they were just so different.
Yeah.
Bangladeshi kids are very like, to older kids, they're very like,
Oh, you got
bhaiya. It's
I
very,
mean, they put it in you.
they put it in
Since
you.
you're- yeah.
Yes.
That's so sweet.
And
Yeah.
Bangladesh is a very sweet place, dude. Every time I go there, it's just
Yeah.
like, if you're a girl, you get stared until you're,
Sure.
fucked or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're a little boy, it's nice.
Yeah, not a little boy
I was-
pedophilia in Bangladesh.
no. There's definitely like some ugly shit. But if you're
Yeah.
a pert little boy, you're
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's run by the boys.
Dude, it's definitely for the boys, dude. But Bangladesh, but you grew up where you had like there was never any issues, right? You're just like
Tons of issues.
Like what was some?
I
of
mean,
the
it's like
crazy
I
stories?
remember, we just have like so much political instability. Like since I was young, it's
Yeah.
like I remember my dad would go to work and I would like be paranoid that he might not come back
Oh, fuck.
safe. Because like the amount of coup we have is like insane.
on a Monday, yeah.
Every 4
You
years.
feel cool.
Is your family okay? Everybody's doing
Yeah,
fine
they're
there?
good. I mean, one of my uncles' house got raided.
Oh God.
Yeah, just like
Why, was he an Awami guy?
no, he wasn't an Awami guy, but there was like
Not that we
neighbors.
want to out them for that actually either.
But there were like neighbors who like kind of used that because they didn't like each other. So use that to
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
get goons
yeah.
that
to
always
them.
happens in these kinds of
Yeah,
situations,
yeah.
though.
They
you know?
like because he's a dentist for the neighborhood.
Okay.
And they just like destroyed his office, lost like tons
Like,
of
I
money.
don't like going to the dentist. He probably had an appointment. He was scared. He was like, he's an Awami guy.
He took my left molar. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take his business.
his wife.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But it's like, I remember like the Hartal, it's like a strikes that we used to have
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah,
So I
Hartal.
remember like I would go to school and there was like strikes
Yeah.
always. Like, so like that was like one of the motivations for why I kind of wanted to study abroad. I was like, oh, there's just like too much chaos.
Yeah.
And it's like scary. Like, you know, like
And you're like, so I went to study in Charlottesville. And it was, it's very nice.
it's a step up. You know, you want the white goons, not the brown ones.
The girl gets run over. You're like, just dodge, Haley.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you just dodge?
Yeah, because you know, like we had like buses, like you see buses, like the MTA buses. We have people would like I would see a bus be on fire like every 2 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
Someone would just like put arson through the bus. I'm like,
Oh
what
my
is
The
happening?
bus is just on fire.
Yeah, on fire, like all the time. It's like it's not even like it's insane.
But it's still running on time.
You know, like we just
It's still going.
it's also
It's
going.
still got people in it.
People
They're
are
just
getting
sitting on
tickets,
top,
discounted tickets.
Oh,
It's like the Spirit
my
Airlines of
God.
Bangladesh.
It's the Spirit
It's
bus
just
line.
on fire. It's fine. It's in the front. Just sit in the back.
Oh my god.
And then
It's
we
a
have
front
like
fire, dude.
and we have like flooding every year. Like
I
it's
know.
like it's like you know you every season you get flooding.
You get fucked in
and people
Bengal,
die,
dude.
and like we have to like do fundraisers every year.
Yeah.
You
It's
know what
all
I mean?
extremes,
It's
right?
not
when it's
it's
hot,
crazy.
everything's on fire, and when it's wet, everyone's drowning.
And everything
There's
is
like,
like even more hot now because
Yeah.
of climate change.
Yeah.
And it's like, and there's load shedding. So I grew up like doing homework in like candlelight. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
because you don't have like electricity for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it's
Of
like even
course.
if you live in the best parts of the city,
Yeah.
you go through that.
You know what's so crazy? It's
No,
like,
even in India when I was
Yeah.
a kid. And,
Yeah.
I used to go a
So
lot.
you grew up there.
No, I grew up here,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I used to go to India for like 3 months out of every
Sure,
year
sure,
until
sure.
I was like 15 or something.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
spent a lot of time there. All the same things were happening like
Sure.
in the 80s and stuff. It
What,
was,
what state?
well, you know, we used to go all over. Our main base would be like Delhi or Bombay,
Yeah.
because that's where we had a lot of family.
Relatives
But
and stuff,
we would
yeah.
go and stay with my mom's brother a lot, and he was in what's called the IAS.
Yeah.
And so he would travel around a lot. That's the administrative service.
Sure.
So we used to travel a lot around the state of Madhya Pradesh. I don't know
Yeah.
if you're familiar with it all.
Sure.
Very beautiful state.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there would still be power and stuff like that. Very precarious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like so jealous of like like I've been like always been such a fan of just having like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan be one, but it's like obviously never happened.
Yeah. Well, India and Bangladesh could possibly work, but India, Pakistan probably not.
A lot of
I mean,
issues.
it's because what happened in 47, right? Like it was like the Jinnah and Nehru just didn't get along because they were both lawyers from like very respectable families, and they just like didn't like each other because they were like always wanted to one up each other. And the minority was the Muslims in Congress at the time, which was one of the reasons of the pushback. They're like, oh, we might not have a safe land.
I mean, guys, there is another part to the story which we won't get to right here on the pod.
We'll talk on the
However,
Patreon.
I'm leaving in a second.
But yeah, it's fascinating. But it's like I was like so proud of what India was able to accomplish with like the largest democracy right now in the world. It's like so cool. And Bangladesh, we just have coups every.
It is insane how turbulent Bangladesh is. Like anytime,
has always been.
Anytime a peasant gets
like you love the people of the country, you love the country for what it's
dude.
Like like try to be a secular democracy and such a good ideals.
Of course.
But at the same time, there's just so much rampant corruption.
But also,
one family just owns so much of the wealth.
Right.
I know the guy.
Here's what fucks me up a little bit and that I'm very confused by, right? Like as an Indian, right? I was always raised to regard Bengalis as like the smartest. They're the smartest people. And of course within India, Aurobindo, Tagore, all these guys, Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, all these guys.
Chandra Bosu.
Exactly. Bose, all these people, right? They're the smartest, the most refined, cultured.
Yeah.
They have a reputation for being pretentious. And Bangladeshis seem different. Like, why is it so? What is the difference?
It just changed everything. I mean, we are Bengalis, right? Also, because a subset of that.
Right. And the thing is, I look at you two and I see exactly that idea that I grew up with.
Just lack of resources. Everything just comes down to that, right? Like you don't have the best education, you don't have the best infrastructure, and we just never got the aid that we needed or the politicians that could have done the job. So it's like the corruption just kept unfolding. No one just like we didn't get a Barney Sanders.
It's so crazy to me because the performance competence index that I was raised to think about. For me, I was like, well, why wouldn't I would have imagined that Bangladesh would actually have just been the most successful out of all of these breakaway Indian countries.
But it is doing very well.
I mean, it is on paper.
Yeah.
GDP wise, Like I mean, people are very hardworking. People are very warm to you if they just get to know you, even if they don't know you. But it's just like. So there's a subset of people that want power and money, and then they use like people that are in the lower ranks to do the goon shit for them. And then they lose their moral index, so they keep doing the goon shit, and it's like people are afraid to come out like the thing that happened like a few months ago in Bangladesh. It's like incredible. Like you don't expect that to happen. But everyone was just so brave. Like so many people died. And it's incredible to see.
What's so crazy about Bangladesh too is like to the point of our like just the history of it, right? Seems like the moment like one peasant gets some spending money, God's like, here's 5 monsoons. And I'm gonna flood your whole life.
And the building collapse.
Fuck you and fuck you. So it's like I will say that to the testament of Bangladeshi specifically. God is trying to drown us like every 2 days. He's like, here's a fucking vortex, tsunami, 19 hurricanes. But there's like a picker-upper energy. There's always like, okay, we're gonna stay here. We love this land. We love the land of the marsh. We're just gonna. There's like a lot of love for the land, which I just love, and you see that in everywhere. All the strata,
very resilient people.
Rich, poor. It's like, dude, my shoes are wet. But fuck yeah, I'm here. 8 of my 20 kids drowned, but I got 12 left. Let's keep moving. They are with resilience, bro. It's a very resilient, turbulent place.
I think all of South Asians are like that, though. Actually,
like Indians, I think all of them are. It's just
we're
like
gonna keep going on Patreon. Come on, join us.
Oh, I have a special coming out on my YouTube. It's called Not From Here. It's gonna be really good.
Check it out.
I promise.
Your mango babe.